Things are really starting to cool off outside. I know I've said that in a lot of videos, but it's true. Today I'm going to teach everybody the best open secret in the Midwest, the hot dish. Let's get going. Alrighty, before we get started with our hot dish casserole, I hope everybody's got their relaxing juice here. For this casserole, we have three main components. We have meat on the bottom, veggies in the middle, potato on top. Okay, as long as we get those three accurate, everything else should be just fine. This is my version of the hot dish casserole. And for my veggies of choice, I like to have green beans. Now these are raw green beans, so I'm going to have to blanch these down, but if you don't want to do that, a good time saver is to get some canned green beans or frozen green beans from the grocery store. That'll save you about 10 minutes or so. But these are nice and cheap, and I think they have a nice flavor to them, so let's get going. All right, before I do anything, I'm going to wash these suckers off. Next up, I'm going to cut all these things down. I honestly recommend some kitchen shears for this. Be right back. Sorry about that. My manager had to clean up an aisle too. Never not funny. Anyway, we're going to continue to cut these in half and put them in our frying pan. All right, and onto the stovetop they go. All right, into this frying pan of green beans, we're going to add, about half a bottle of water or so. We just want enough so that the water is like halfway up the green beans, so it doesn't have to be that accurate. Then we're going to turn our heat on to high, and we're going to let the violent action of the water soften these green beans for us. Again, if you just buy canned green beans, you can skip all of this. I just like to do it this way for some reason. Anyway, I'll see you guys in about, I'd say, 5 minutes or so when all these green beans are nice and soft. Our green beans have been going, let's see here, I'd say 5 to 7 minutes. Let's stir them up, make sure that the green beans all can get in the water at least a little bit. There we go. I like to do this not only to soften the green beans a bit, but to kind of reduce their flavor. Like otherwise they just taste almost like grass that you just mowed.
Disgusting.
So these are about halfway done. Check them in about 2 minutes, see how we are. Our green beans are looking pretty nice. There we go, pretty nice. Poke them with a fork, they're all nice and tender. Perfect, good. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put these green beans on another dish, another plate, and I'm gonna reuse this frying pan because I don't wanna do that many dishes. What an idiot. He's just gonna have to wash that plate later. I'm going to use that plate for tonight's supper.
I have a permit.
This just says I can do what I want.
Next up for the casserole, we're gonna do our base, okay? So we need our meat. I'm going with about 1 pound's worth of ground beef. I'm gonna flatten it out like so, and I'm just gonna season it like I do for my cheeseburgers. People who watch my other videos know my 4 favorite seasonings. I'm just gonna put these on there and speed right through it. Okay, this is ready to go. There we go. On top of that, I'm gonna cut up some sugar pumpkin left over from Halloween. I've got miles and miles of pumpkin, just so everybody knows. This is completely optional, by the way, this pumpkin here. If you don't like it, don't put it in. Put in carrot or something else, or leave it out entirely. This is your recipe as well as mine. Okay, so next, everything is gonna go into the frying pan on the stove. Okay, so I'm gonna put our frying pan on medium high. You can sear this off, but I don't see the point in it because it's all going to turn into a casserole anyway. But I'm going to cook this until the meat is browned all the way through. All right, it's been going for a little bit. Now let's break up this beef. And we're going to let it cook until it's all the way browned all the way through. Okay, this is looking really good all the way through. Like I said, you don't need to worry too much about the pumpkin. All right, at this point, you're gonna want a can of cream of mushroom soup. Now, luckily, I'm doing a cream of mushroom soup video right now, so I already have some. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to add my green beans back into the frying pan on top of the meat. Make sure they're kind of even. Got one trying to escape. Okay. And now we're just going to ladle this cream of mushroom soup over top of our frying pan concoction until it looks like I have enough. So I'm going to go until I'm just barely covering that beef down there. There you go. There we go. You can absolutely use the canned stuff or powdered cream of mushroom soup. That'll work fine. I just think this tastes a lot better. Plus, I already have it, so why not use it? Okay. All right. Now from here on, up until the potatoes, whatever you want to put in is up to you. So, being a Midwesterner, I'm going to put in some cheddar because, of course, I am. You don't have to, but I'm already in it, so I might as well. Doesn't have to be even. It doesn't even have to be all the same size. It's all going to melt in there. Okay. Alrighty. So this is where you're gonna want your oven heating up to 350. I'm gonna go 375. So let's re-say that. Heat up your oven to 375 degrees. While that's heating up, we're going to add the final ingredient. I like to use these hash brown patties. Okay. If you would like, you can absolutely use tater tots. Up until I was in college, I used to just call this tater tot casserole anyway. But Minnesotans just call it hot dish. Okay. Gonna overlap a little bit on that. And if you have mashed potatoes, you can use those instead. You can just call this a cottage pie, because that's what that is. There we go. There we go. We just covered the whole top, and now I'm going to put this in the oven, 375 degrees Fahrenheit, Celsius. Go screw yourself as normal.
But I am not amused.
And it's going to cook until these potatoes are nice and crispy. So I would say about 45 minutes to an hour. The best part about this dish is everything from the bottom up is already cooked. So there's not much you can do to mess it up. All right. Let's pop this in the oven, and I will see you guys in about an hour. And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Just came out of the oven. And you can hear that fork singing. That's how you know this is nice and crispy. So I'm going to try to take a bite just out of the frying pan. I would not recommend this. Please, if you're at home, let it cool down. Let me go grab another dish. All right, I'm going to try to get something with a little bit of everything on it. You don't have to be a genius to appreciate this kind of a dish, but you have to be stupid not to. Minnesotans are good at two things: drinking and lazy cooking. And I don't mean lazy like it's bad quality. This is fantastic food. I love to hear from people from other parts of the country and even the world sometimes, like, ooh, the Midwest has no culture. It has no like food culture. Good. I want you to believe that, so you leave me alone. This is fantastic. I get more because you want to leave. Enough of me toot my own horn. All right, please try this recipe at home. Let me know what you think. All right, please follow me on Instagram. Please send me what you guys do on Instagram. I seriously want to see some pictures. Please give me a like, a share, a subscribe. Please comment down below. What's your favorite cold weather dish? If you want to buy some merch, please go ahead and do so. I'm going to have some Thanksgiving merch from now until December, basically. All right, sounds like my daughter is getting hungry, so I'm going to leave it at that. Have a good one until next time. Bye. You don't have to be a genius to appreciate this kind of a dish, but you have to be stupid not to. Bye.